Well, they've been really good to me. Um, the beginning of my case is the first time that I was here. It was difficult because nobody wanted to take my case at first because at the point where it wasn't really good outstanding. But when I talked to Steve, he got recommended from a coworker, and he said that he was a pretty honest guy. Um, he he would be able to help me. So I gave him a try. I called him once, and when I was here, it was kind of like difficult too because of the situation that the case looked. It wasn't, like I said, not that great. But Steve, I was glad that he actually took it. He helped me out, and it was a long process.
Yeah.
But everything turned out good. The first time that I had was my arm. I was working at it was like chipping off coal tar in the city's water tank reservoirs, and it kind of like slipped on me and it pulled my arm a little bit, like, and it kind of like strained it, and it just hurt it all over, and it would get swollen a lot. And I think it took about like a week or so because I remember I got injured like, not sure it was a Thursday or a Friday, and I let my supervisor know, and he just told the office, and I came home. So I think it was a Friday because I remember on Saturday I went to the doctor and they just said it was like a strain, probably I hit something, it was just bruised up, but it wasn't like that. And the company wanted for me to start working again right away, and they kind of like threatened me to either you go back to work Monday or just get your last check and that's it. That's why I called Steve at that moment because I didn't think it was fair, and the way I was feeling, it wasn't a good feeling at the moment. The beginning, everything was strained, swollen. It just hurt a lot during the process. Yeah, it just, for me, my personal experience is like it was me first. I really didn't care about the job that much. In that case about how they thought I was feeling and they thought I was lying. So I decided, to go ahead and open a case because I didn't think it was fair the way they were treating me.
Yeah.
And no one should feel, to be honest, no one should feel like that. You first, and then your company, because it's like your family's first. You look for your family like me. I had to look for my family's future, and the way things were going, I was probably gonna end up getting fired if I wouldn't do anything like this. It was happy because I didn't really expect it to. I didn't think anything was gonna happen because the way they were telling me that there was nothing wrong with me, kind of like they were telling me that. So it kind of like my mind was saying probably something's not wrong with you, but everything at the end, doctors and everything, studies, they all helped, They helped me to purchase my home now. It was gonna be hard for me, like, without it, but thanks to that, it helped me financially a lot, especially because I was out 2 years without working. So the money I was getting was barely enough to cover my expenses, but now thanks to the settlement, I was able to, afford my own home, which I'm glad that everything came out good, Well, I talked to like my bosses that were just kept on telling me, oh, nothing's wrong with you, nothing's wrong with you, and they kept on trying to go around it. They didn't even want to open the workers' comp case at the beginning. It actually, I think it took like either half a year to almost a year for them to finally open the workers' comp case. Because they were just saying, no, nothing's wrong, it's just, and they were going by what their doctor was saying, that it was just like a first aid incident. So that's the thing that I'm like, you know what, these people are not gonna help me. So I'm just gonna have to look for professional help. My personal experience, it's a 10 because they did help me through a lot, especially when they didn't want to open my case, the workers' comp case. They helped me get a doctor, that was, how do you call them, that I didn't have to pay him from my pocket yet until the settlement got. But with Steve, he didn't ask for any money. We filled out the application. He helped me find a contingency doctor, and I was glad that I didn't have to pay anything up front to the doctor. I got my medications, my MRIs, X-rays, my nerve test studies. Like they did everything, and it did not settle. Like after the settlement, they got paid. So I was glad that didn't have to come out of my pocket at the beginning and everything.